Hi everyone, and welcome back to art class. The very first thing we're going to make this year is a portfolio. A portfolio is like a folder or a bag that an artist can use to keep all of their artwork in. You can put your finished artwork in here so that you don't lose it. You can also put artwork in a portfolio that you're still working on to keep it safe. If I was your teacher last year or the year before, we made a portfolio in school using a really large piece of paper that we folded in half to make a folder. So here's my portfolio from 2 years ago, and you can see I've got all my artwork inside of it. You can decorate your portfolio, that's what we're going to do this week, and write your name on it too. Now, when we did it in class, we used a giant piece of paper to make this folder. Now, I know you might not have really, really large paper at home, and that's okay. I'm going to show you a couple different ways you can make a portfolio. I'm going to show 3 or 4 different ways. You only need to do one portfolio, though. You don't need to do all the ways I'm going to show. So the first way I'm going to show, actually, the first thing I'm not going to show, if you have an empty folder that you could use for art class, you could just use a folder and then you'll decorate the front of that folder. That's the first choice. I don't have a folder, so I'm not going to show that. But if you do have one, that would be fine to use for a portfolio. If you don't have a folder, here's one way to make one. You take 2 pieces of paper. I've just got 2 yellow pieces, but it doesn't really matter the color. And then I'm putting them together like this. I'll tilt you down here. I'm laying one on top of the other, or actually let's do this. I'm going to put them next to each other like this, and then I'm going to tape them together. If you have a stapler, you could also staple them together, but I have tape with me right now, so I'm going to tape them. So this will be the inside of my portfolio, so I've taped the 2 pieces together. Now I'm going to fold it in half, and then just so it's secure, I'm going to put another piece of tape along the outside edge, and then I'm folding it over like this. And it looks like I put a little bit too long of a piece, so I'm just going to take scissors and cut that extra tape off. So here is one way to make a portfolio folder for your artwork. 2 pieces of paper taped together, and then I also put another piece of tape on the outside. And this will work just fine as a folder, and you can put your artwork inside. Another choice, if you have any kind of box at home, this is just an old shoe box, but maybe you had a package delivered in a box that you think is a good size, you could use that to store your artwork in. Now this box, it's not the biggest box, so some of my artwork I might need to fold to put in here, but that's okay. As long as my artwork is safe and I'm not crunching it up, you can fold your artwork in half and then put it in the box. Now my box has something printed on the top, so maybe if I had a piece of paper, I could put it, tape it or glue it on top of the box to decorate. If you don't, maybe you could just color around that if your box has a design too. So option number 1 was to use a folder that you already have. Option number 2, make your own folder by taping or stapling 2 pieces of paper together. Option number 3, use a box. And then option number 4, I'm going to show you how to take a brown paper bag that you might get at a grocery store or another shopping store, how to cut this and make it a portfolio. So what I'm going to do with this bag, take the tape off my scissors, I'm going to cut down the middle of the side of the bag. So see how this is the front of the bag or the back of the bag, the larger size. I'm going to cut down the side, that smaller part right there, until I get to the bottom of the bag. Cutting straight down like this. So I cut it all the way down the side. Now I'm going to cut along this line right here. So it's where the side touches the bottom of the bag. Alright, so to show you, I cut all the way down the side, then I cut here and here, so it kind of opens like this. Now, if I show you the bottom, what I want to do is cut off the bottom of the bag without cutting the rest. So I'm just going to cut along this line, and then this line, and this whole piece then should just fall off. Let's see. All right, so that was the bottom of my bag. I don't need that part anymore, so I could recycle that since it's paper. And now what I have left is a very long piece of my bag, right? It's still the bag if I reattach it, but it doesn't have a bottom, and that's okay. So now what I'm going to do, since my bag had all this decoration on the outside, I want to make my own decoration. So I'm going to take my bag, and I'm going to turn it inside out, like this. All right, now if I put my artwork in, it's probably going to fall out, either this bottom or the side. So now what you would do, if you have tape, you could tape that back closed. I'm going to use a stapler for this one. You could use either one. So right here on the side of my bag, I'm going to staple that back closed. I just put like a line of staples. And then the bottom of the bag here that I cut off, I'm going to staple that closed. I'm trying to keep the staples close to the edge, so that way I have more room inside of my portfolio for larger pieces of artwork. All right, I like this portfolio because it has a handle, so it's kind of easy to carry. As long as your artwork's not too heavy, you should be able to put it in here. And then that's where my artwork can go. Now I'm ready for the decorating step. You can decorate your portfolio however you want. The only thing that I need you to have on it is your name. So you can use markers, you can use crayons, pencils, color pencils. Maybe you have construction paper and you cut out letters and glue them to your bag. Maybe you make a design on the computer and print it out and glue it to your bag, or tape it or staple it to your bag. But I need your name somewhere on that bag. And then you can decorate it with other designs too, maybe things that you like, or things that you like to draw. I'm going to decorate mine, and then I'll show you a picture in a second. All right, I just finished decorating my portfolio. So I decided to use the one I made out of a paper bag, where I stapled the side and stapled the bottom. I wrote my name large in the center, I outlined it, and then I just created a lot of doodles all around it. I tried to hide things in my doodles, like most of them are just shapes and lines, but here I hid like a little picture of a cat, here I hid a little picture of a house, and then I put all the letters of my name hidden in my doodle too. So when you're done, remember yours is also going to have your name and then something else drawn on it. Now I'm going to show you how to show me or send me a picture of your portfolio in Schoology. All right, now that I've made my portfolio, I want to submit it so that the teacher can see it and grade it. So after you've watched this video, here's the steps written again, right? You made your portfolio, you wrote your name, you decorated it. Now I'm going to show you how to submit this assignment. Right here, this is the rubric I'm going to use when I grade your portfolios. This is all I'm looking for. Did you upload a picture? That gets you 2 points. Did your portfolio have your name on it? Does it have other decorations? And did you speak a sentence to me about your portfolio? So I'm going to show you where to do that now. So see over here on the right where it says Submit Assignment. You're going to click that. Then something's going to pop up here where you can type. So if you wanted to say something, you could type it in right here. You can also add a recording, and that's what I want you to do for this. So if you're using your Chromebook or any computer or device that has a camera in it, this will work for you. So I'm going to click the microphone here, and then I'm going to click Audio and Video. This means it's going to record a video and the sound. So I'm going to click that. Now I can see me in the video, but it's not recording yet because I didn't hit start. So what I want you to do is this. You're going to click start. And I know it's recording because there's a timer at the top. You're going to hold your portfolio up in the camera so I can see the whole thing, right? If I just put it like this, then I can't see the whole thing. So hold it up so it's the whole thing for a couple seconds so I can see it. And then I want you to tell me something about your portfolio. It could be what you decorated. So here's an example. I might say, here's my portfolio. I wrote my name, Miss Bruce, on the center, and I added decorations around it. I added little doodles around it, but I also added some hidden shapes and designs that show things about me. Or maybe you talk about the colors you use because they're your favorite colors. But after you've showed me your portfolio and said a sentence, then you're going to hit stop recording, and it's uploading. And then you're going to hit insert recording. So now your recording is right there so I can see it. Then if you want to type something to me in here, you can, but you don't have to. And then you're just going to click submit. And it's loading. And then I know I've submitted because look, I can see it right here. And then I, as the teacher, can now go in and grade it.